Hi everyone. In this video I'm going to teach you how to take a screenshot programmatically in the Java programming language. There are different ways you can do this without writing a program, right? Your computer will have some sort of usually a command sequence that you can enter that'll take a screenshot, or you can download a program like Snagit, and for free it'll usually, when it takes the screenshot, it has a watermark in the image, or you can pay for it and then you don't get the watermark anymore and you can take screenshots. Well, I'm going to show you how to do this in about 50 lines of code in Java. So let's get right into it. I'm going to create a new project. It's a Java project. Let's call it screen capture. And here we are. And we're just going to say new Java class, screen capture. And we're going to say private final JFrame. It's going to be a little bit of a GUI program here. And let's see, private final JLabel status label, and private final JPanel control panel. Okay, private screen capture, right? And real simple private constructor here. This dot main frame is equal to new JFrame, and we're going to call it screen cap. And we're going to say this dot main frame dot set size to 800 200, just arbitrary size selection. This dot main frame dot set layout. We're going to pick a new grid layout. It's going to be 2 rows and 1 column. This dot status label is equal to new J label, and we're going to say that it's got no title and its center. Oops. Right, and this dot control panel is equal to new JLit panel. This dot control panel dot set layout. Flow layout. This dot main frame dot add. This dot control panel. This dot main frame dot add. So in the constructor, we're basically just hooking up these GUI pieces. This dot status label. And this dot main frame dot set visible is equal to true. This dot main frame dot set default close operation to exit on close. And okay, so now that's a lot of the work there, and we're just going to have a method on here called private void show. And we're going to have a main method, right? And our main method public static void main string args. And we're going to say final screen capture. Screen capture is equal to new screen capture. And we're going to say screen capture dot show. Oops. Right. Very, very, very basic. So the only thing that remains is for us to implement the show method. And this is going to be very easy, I promise. So final J button, OK button is equal to new J button. And let's call it take screen capture. And so we have a button on here. And we're going to say OK button dot add action listener. And here we're going to say, you can always do it, so there's new action listener, right? If you do it like this, then it's instantly, you can transform, it's very easy to transform this into a lambda, right? So let's just say screen capture dot this dot main frame dot set visible. First thing I'm going to do when I want to take my screenshot is I'm going to make the GUI for the program invisible. Right? I don't want it to pollute my screen capture. I'm going to say final dimension, screen dimension. And if you have multiple monitors, this isn't going to work. Well, it won't really work the way you expect but maybe in a future video I can break that down in more detail, or you can look it up on by yourself. Toolkit dot get default toolkit dot get screen size, and final robot. I'm going to use this library robot, which is built into the JDK, really to automate unit testing. I'm going to say final robot is equal to new robot, right? And then I'm going to say final buffered image is equal to robot.create screen capture. And we're going to need to just give it the dimensions that we want, new rectangle, and we're going to give it the screen dimension, right? And final file save path is equal to new file. And we're going to say / user County desktop Amir screen cap.jpg. How about that? And image io dot write image. The format's going to be JPG, and we're going to give it the same path, right? And let's get rid of these compiler errors. And after we do that, we're going to say screen capture dot, screen capture, darn it, this dot status label dot set text saved to save path dot get absolute path, and lastly screen capture dot this dot set mainframe. Make it visible again, right? After we do all that, we make it visible again, and that should be it, right? And outside of here, we want to say this dot control panel dot add the OK button, right? And this dot mainframe. This dot mainframe dot. I don't think we actually need that here. So let's go ahead and we want to surround this method with a try-catch. And actually, probably to make it really simple, what we'll do is we will control X that code, put all of that in there, and just say exception E1 and print the exception. In fact, probably I would just take all of this code and put it in here, right? And that's it. Okay. So now, let's see what our warning's about. Aha. Let's convert that into a lambda, a little bit cleaner, right? And let's run this and see what it does. So now we get this little window up here. Huh, why didn't my, aha. Well, it looks like my dimensions were a little bit off. Now the button shows up. I can say take the screen capture, and it saves it to my desktop, so we can go look for that. Here it is. And there it is. There's my screenshot, right? So the only thing that I didn't like about that was that when the application first came up, I had to resize it, I think. So maybe, probably what I needed to do there was here, I could say this dot in show mainframe dot set visible is equal to true. That's what I needed to do there. There it is. So there you have it. So a very short program there, about 50 lines of code, It shows you how to take a screenshot programmatically, and you can extend this program to do a lot of cool things like only take a screenshot of a portion of the screen. Anyway, I hope you guys found this useful. Expect more content from me regularly again on a weekly basis. All right, please do make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.